Hi and welcome to the video about the jewelry module of the priority. This video is about the sales order, running the MRP and reporting the production. First of all, I will enter the sales order and I will open a new sales order for my customer. Then I will add the customer PO and any other important information I have, like the metal type of the order. I will get the got lock automatically. Then I will enter the item I want to sell. If there is a sub-customer for this order, I will choose it. I will enter the size, the quantity. I will get the price. I can modify the price. I will set the maximum for work order for the MRP. And I will approve. I will enter the due date. The next step will be to enter another line from another item. Next step will be to run the MRP. This is my MRP over here. This will open the jobs to this sales order. So I will hit this. I need to wait for a while to this process to finish. Finally, I will get a message 34 jobs opened. Then I can go to each of the lines and I can go down to the work order for the order items and I will see the numbers of the jobs. You can see here that the each job is 10 pieces because the maximum was 10, and for this one each job is 20 because I set the maximum for 10, and we have 50, so we get 2 of 20 and then another one for 10. The other jobs here are the castings, the cast parts. We can see in this case we have shank and a gallery, so each has the jobs 20, 20 and 10 because we need one for each. So this is basically everything we need in order to open a sales order and run the MRP. The next step will be to create the gold casting and cast parts for the order. In case of the second line here, we have an item which is a 14K yellow gold, and all the cast parts are yellow gold, a shank and gallery. So we need to create graining and then put on and then create a tree and then put the cast parts on the tree. So the first thing will be to make the graining. So let's make the graining. I will go to the jewelry module here and I will go to the control and I will open a new job form. In the new job form, I will look for the GRN 14K yellow gold. This is my 14 yellow, and let's say I've decided to make 500 grams of graining. Now the first thing I need to do is to populate the manual issue because I need the component of the graining, the alloy, the used gold and the gold. So I will click here, update manual issue, and in the family type I will put a star to get all the components. Now I have the components here, and since I have the components I can issue them. I see that I do have a lot of them in the warehouse, so I can issue. and I will actually going to put the weight here, and for this will be the only thing we need to do. So I will just add the quantities. In this point I will hit the update manual issue with the star, and I will get here the quantities I need to issue. I will enter the weight that I want to issue. Let's see that I'm getting a 500 just to make sure. This is almost. I will add one here to get a 500. I can see that I'm getting the 500. If I will add one, I will get it here. The only thing I need to do now is to report the quantity out over here. Quantity out is 500, and this is the warehouse where the graining is going to. So actually we can change this, but I will not change it right now. That's it. I can check over the job balance. I can see that I have 500 gram out of the GRN 0015, which is the job number, and this is waiting for me in this warehouse. So this is done, so I can actually check I can actually close the job because I'm ready, and I will say this is completed. So this is basically how to make the graining. Next step is to create the tree. In order to make a tree, I will open the job form. I will search for the tree for the yellow 14K, and let's say I want to make a 500 out of it. Okay, so this is 500 out of the tree. The next step will be to add cast parts to this tree because this is the only thing I need to do now. So eventually what I see here is some cast parts from any sales order that is related to the same 14K wild gold. So I will look for my and I can see my pieces over here. Those are my pieces from my order 34. I can zoom into the order just to make sure if I want. Yeah, I can see those are mine, and I'm looking for this one for the ring, for this ring. So I go back here, and I can basically now say, okay, this is my order demo 1 2 3 4 5 6, and what I'm going to do now is just I need to check off those in order to tell the system that I want to put those on the tree. Those out of line 2, this is my line, everything's okay. I will go back to the upper side of the form, and I can see that now the system is calculated and I have 100 pieces because this is a 50 pieces order and we have 2 cast parts, shank and a top, so we have 100. That's fine. Now the only thing I need to do is to complete the casting priority. Let's say this is my casting priority and my investment number will be 12, and the additional allowance will be 3%, and I will add all the parameters here. 66 will be nice, 67, whatever, to get the number I want here, which is 491.1. This is the calculated tree weight. So the next step will be to go to report the tree, but before I report the tree I need to issue the graining. In order to populate the manual issue, I will stand on the first operation, which is the casting, and I will click update manual issue with the star, and I will get OK here, and my graining is over here, so I need 491.4, and I will issue this. And in order to issue, I will check for the graining available. I can see that I have two graining available. I will pull my graining, which is number 15, and the system is also calculating the balance, which is 500. So I'm good now, and I can issue 491.4 goes here, getting it here, and now the only thing I need to do is to report casting, let's say 90. 490 is my casting, so I'm good now, and I can continue with my process. I will say the cutting is 490. I will have here, let's say 300, and I have some dust, and the rest will be 189 will be the used gold on the cutting. So I will have a loss of half a gram. That's fine with me. And in this stage I can check out the job balance, and I will see that everything is set up over here. I have 300 on my good still working, and I have the used gold already in the warehouse. Also I can track my loss. This is the actual real loss, and some dust that I still keeping. So in this case I can continue. I will continue to my tumbling. My tumbling will be 300 right now. Let's say after tumbling I'm getting a different number, so I have another few loss, but I pick some. I can pick the sprue now. So for the sprue I will say it's 299, and I will say that out of this sprue removal I will have 270. So I have some used gold, which is 15, maybe more. Let's make it 25, which with 3.9 of the dust. So I'm getting a little bit of the loss here. But that's it basically for the tree. I can see my job balance. The bottom line is I have 270 of the good, a lot of used gold and some dust, and a few grams of loss. So if I go up, I can see that the total that is actually the total of the, I can see here the total weight of 270. This is what I have finally when I'm ready to go to make the step of the report the cost part sorting. This is here. You see I need to click because we have many subforms. I hit the number 2 to see this, so I can see here report cost part sorting. And now since I have my cost parts, I can report them. So let's make it easy for us, and let's make it make something reasonable. Let's report those. Let's say this is how much we have here. Let's check. So we have 20 pieces out of this. Let's say this is 22.7 and this is 20 pieces. This is, sorry, 22.7. Yeah, that makes sense. 22.71 for another 20 pieces. And we have here 11.5 for 10 pieces. Here we have 22.65, 20 pieces. And so we're on to the next 20 pieces here, and 10 pieces that we have here. Sorry, this is it. Okay, this is what we got. So if we go up here now, we can see that we have the cost part weight. This is the total cost part weight, which is still less. That means that we are missing cost part because we didn't add enough. Okay, because we didn't add cost part from another sales order. But anyway, if we go now, we will check out the stock for those. We will see them in stock. Let's go and check them on the stock. Here I went to the warehouse balance and I can see them. You see them here. Those my cost parts now that are in stock, and This is what we have in stock now. Just to make another check, I can go to the part catalog, let's say to this gallery, and I go here. It's easier for me to see here that I see my quantities from each cost part and the pieces I have. Okay, this is what we got here. Let's rearrange to make it easier to see. So now that we have the tree ready and everything for our production, we can go back to the sales order, and now we can start reporting the sales order. Let's go to the first one, and the first step will be to say, okay, we want to produce 20 pieces, so we need to issue cost parts. How we issue cost parts? We go to the issue cost part operation, the first one, and we hit the update manual issue to get only the cost part, which is CST. We can pick it from the list here, cost parts. So I'm telling the system to give me only the cost parts here, and I'm getting them. And what I need now is the system to, okay, so I will hit this again just to make sure that it's working fine, and we can see here, okay, the two cost part with the quantities 20, and we need 20 out of it. So basically I'm going to pick one of the cost part I have, so I will take 354, and I can see now, and I can issue 22.7, and this one I will pick this one, and I will get 22.65, and this is it basically. Just pay attention that when the system is not calculating the required quantity because we don't know the way of the cost part, if we would know them, and we will enter them to the system in the style code level in advance, we will get them also here in the required quantity. So for now we're getting only the quantity in pieces. Now we're getting to the stage, to the point where we having the cost parts here, and we just need to report to confirm the pieces that we have. And now we are going to the job balance, and we can see that we already have 20 pieces in the floor, and we now need to transfer those from the floor to the whip. So the next step will be to go to the warehouse transfer. I will go here through the menu to the warehouse transfer, and I would say to the system I want to transfer from the floor to the filing, and I will say that I want to move this job from the filing to the filing, so I will put it inside. Of course, since we have the option, I will say that I will put I want to enter this quantity, and this is the pieces. And now I will confirm, or my manager will confirm, actually will approve, and then I will go back to my job balance to see if that's moved. Yeah, okay, so my quantity is now moving to the filing, and I can continue with the filing reporting. So I will report my filing. Sorry, I will report 40, 35, 45, 35, 20 pieces here, and I'm in filing, so I have some loss, so I will say this is 45.12, 20 pieces, and system is calculating my loss, and I can continue with my work. Now before I continue, I want to check my balance. I will go to check, and I see, yeah, I'm still having the floor. This is the way I have in the floor, but system is counting the loss in the dust warehouse in this case. And then now on I can continue with these steps, and on and on. I need to transfer from warehouse to warehouse till I get to the end. Like we did in the tree, I can report the quantities. If I have dust or use gold, I can report everything. So this is a basic pretty long video about how to report the production using the priority software ERP with the jewelry module. Thank you very much.